John Fedro here with mobileHomeInvesting.net. In this quick video, I want to talk to you about the changes from 2019 going into 2020 and just sort of an update about kind of the market recap when it comes to mobile home investing for individual mobile homes on their own pieces of land inside of parks as we're going into 2020. And I can't believe it's already 2020. We're going to break this down into mobile homes, into parks, and then into investors. Let's get this started and talk about mobile homes. The first thing I want to mention is that new mobile home sales are up from recent years. Here you can see a couple graphs where it's showing that new mobile home sales for 2019, you can see the top 10 states that have ordered new mobile homes. And these are brand new mobile homes. In this other chart, you can see that from 2019 to 2018, mobile homes that are being shipped from the factory have increased from about 50,000 in 2019 now to about 100,000. This goes to 2018. And then here's another graph showing that the peak of the market, new mobile homes shipped, was back in the 70s. We had a peak, again, kind of an uptick in the 1990s, and then right now we are coming off of an all-time low, but we are going up. You can see it here at the end of the graph. And then this pie chart I thought was interesting, not really talking about new homes, but just the dominance in the market. Clayton Mobile Homes has 50% of the ownership of the market, and Skyline is good, Cavco is okay, but then all the other builders together represent 20% of the pie chart. So what does that mean for us as used mobile home investors? Not that much. We are used mobile home investors, typically purchasing mobile homes from the 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, maybe the early teens, as mobile home investors, buying them in parks, buying them on private land. But now let's talk about that. Why are mobile home sales up, and what does that exactly mean? Well, a lot of it has to do, a lot of the folks buying these new mobile homes, it's mobile home park owners, but not the park owners that have owned these mobile homes for 40 or 50 or 60 years. Those are the people that created the park. They're getting older in age, 70s, 80s, 90s, and they're not the ones necessarily filling up their parks as much as it's other people who have purchased that park from the owners, from the mom and pop creators, and now they're putting in $20, $30, $100,000 in repairs, including filling up and selling mobile homes. They're filling up vacant lots, and they're also taking mobile homes out of the park and filling in those lots with new mobile homes. That means that while the parks are filling up or the mobile home parks are filling up their lots, they're sometimes getting rid of nice, decent quality used mobile homes, or sometimes they're condemned, but mobile homes have to be moved as well. That's what I've noticed as well in the past year. There's been an uptick in mobile homes that have to be moved, which that's something that we can absolutely capitalize on, whether we're going to buy the home for ourselves, whether we're going to wholesale it, whether we're going to do something else. Mobile homes that have to be moved, I've been noticing more of those on the market, which is okay. We can put them places either for ourselves, for other parks, on our own piece of private land. Now, you might be asking, where are these homes coming from? Do people have the money? Are parks just spending a lot of money to buy used and new mobile homes? No, they're using the 21st mortgage program a lot of the times. You can see more about that by clicking the link below. And that's all I'm going to say about that program. That's mostly for mobile home park owners, but that is one of the reasons why they're getting so many brand new mobile homes. Because they're not having to come out of pocket with this 21st mortgage program. Which brings us to number 4, that the vast majority of mobile home parks are still investor friendly. Yes, some of the mobile home parks are being purchased by other new buyers that want to buy those parks and own them and get good returns on their money. But those people that are buying the mobile home parks, they don't necessarily want to buy the homes. They would much rather work, many of them would much rather work with folks like us. In fact, there's mobile home park educational programs, people that teach mobile home park investing, and they are almost always for working with folks like us. As long as we're ethical, we're going to help clean up the park, we're going to help clean up homes, we're going to bring more properties in, we're going to get good people inside these homes once we repair them. We're doing things that the park doesn't want. So most parks are still very, very investor friendly, especially when you know what you're doing and you can present yourself in the right light as a win-win relationship for the park. Number 5 is very few parks are going full rental. I have seen more of that though, depending on the certain area of the country. If it's a very If it's a hotspot area of the country and the buyer of the community, the new mobile home park owner that's going to buy this park, they say, you know what, I want to change from having owners in these homes to having renters. I want to rent all my places out. So some parks, they're going from owner-occupied homes to rental homes. And what that means for us as investors is those parks don't want us there. So there's some parks that are, saying that they don't want us there. Where before we could have bought the homes and then fixed them and then resold them. Now the park wants to own everything. That's very, very, very few parks in existence. But I did want to bring it up because that is something that I have seen a slight uptick on. And then number 6, which you cannot see, I'm just going to take off number 7 as well. Number 6 is that more mobile home parks are consolidating. There's about 44,000 mobile home parks around the country, and around 4,000 of them in the past decade or so have been purchased and gobbled up by big corporation, big real estate investment trusts, Wall Street money, big companies, groups with funds, with retirement money that are buying these mobile home parks. Now, what does that mean? Well, it means that a corporation is owning the park, not mom and pop. So that means that lot rents are going to go up. That means that it's a business. That means that one of the biggest things is that lot rent is going to go up at a more steady fashion than it has been in the past. We'll talk about that in just a minute. We'll talk about that right now. Lot rent increases are going to go up 3% to 10%. That's normal. If you have some parks that whenever you're talking to sellers, whenever you're talking to the owners of the mobile homes in the park, if that person that you're talking to has said, in my park, the lot rent has gone up 50% in the last year, 100% in the last year, 25% once earlier this year, and now it's going to go up 25% again. Those are very steep, almost outrageous price increases. Now, it was very low, the lot rent, and it needs to come up to market, but a big jump like that shows a park owner that might not, that might do it again. That might just raise the rents, or we don't know if they're being logical and they're just bringing up to normal market rent. They're doing it all at once, or they're trying to kind of take care of their people. They don't want to put a burden on their people to say, now you got to pay an extra $200 a month. They're saying, no, we're going to raise it $30 this month, $30 next year, $30 next year, $30 next year. That's normal. But any sort of big jumps, that's something to watch out for. Let's go to the investor section, and we're going to talk about park managers buying up homes. This is minimal. Sometimes park managers are now seeing that, I can make money with these mobile homes. And managers always did know that, but I'd say there's a slight uptick in mobile home park managers buying the homes or selling the homes to us and kind of obviously taking a little bit of the money, either blatantly or not so blatantly. But that's neither here nor there. We're still buying mobile homes in parks. I don't want to go to number 10 yet. Let's go to number 9, which is mobile homes, in the mobile home section. This is just something that I think everyone's noticed, that traditional mobile home prices are going up. In some places, they're going up drastically. Well, this is absolutely leaking over into mobile homes, and mobile home prices are going up as well. Now, that means that sometimes we're paying for more for mobile homes if they're in a good area, and we're selling them for more as well. The total price, the down payment, the monthly payment. So that's just, it is what it is, but obviously I think most of us have noticed that. Mobile homes still represent affordable housing though. Number 10 is that more mobile home investors are in the market. There are more mobile home investors in the market, which I think is interesting because I've seen this before, and it's important to separate yourself. We want to be professional in all that means, in how you act, in how you dress, in how you present yourself, and how you follow up. We also want to have a clean home while we're working on it. We want to create a good product, and we want to show that off. Show the repairs off to the mobile home park manager, to the mobile home park owner. You can separate yourself by doing a good job and not selling a bad product. Also, I think that the mobile home space is a bit overhyped right now. I think that there's folks in this business that are going to be relying too much on wholesaling mobile homes. And while that works in some markets, it may not work in all markets. And so I think people that kind of get into this business, they might not last very long, and then they're going to get out onto something else. So that's just, I wanted to mention that in passing. But I think that this business might be overhyped a bit. with thinking that it's just way easier than it is, because this business takes time, energy, capital, not much, but it takes a ton of persistence and dedication. So I want to say that in conclusion, this is business as usual. It's the ebbs and flows of real estate, of mobile homes. There's, of course, people within 20, 40, 60 miles from you, less than that are scared, that are confused, that thought their homes would sell quicker, that are behind on payments, that need help, that want some advice, that have title issues. So those are the folks that we're trying to help. They don't know necessarily who you are. We need to find them. They need to find us. But we want to be ethical. There's still buyers out there, definitely. There's still sellers out there. In various situations, and it's a conveyor belt. There's going to be more sellers next month, the month after, the week after. We always want to be ethical, use the right paperwork, rules, follow the right laws. I hope that this helps, this makes sense. If you have any questions or concerns, never hesitate to reach out to me at support@wholesaleinvesting.net. If you thought this video was helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell. If you have anything else, never hesitate to comment below, reach out to me directly. Thanks so much. Goodbye. Welcome back. I said in the beginning of this video we were going to talk about some laws, some local laws, state laws that have changed, and really that doesn't affect us much as mobile home investors. As mobile home park investors, if you were buying the complete parks, that does affect us a little bit more. In a few states, there have been changes to how the title policy, how you're actually going to transfer title from one person to another. That's sort of minimal changes. You also have changes such as in Georgia, the definition of a mortgage broker is going to be altered, where if you have a sales room, if you have a mobile home dealership, then your salespeople, they can have a more of a hands-on, they can do more when it comes to compiling and transmitting the residential loan application. They can't get paid for any of this. They can't receive a fee. You also have in Montana the Senate Bill 204, which eliminates personal property tax for manufactured homes that are 28 years and old. And older, or valued at below $10,000. In Delaware, you have two bills that were passed that require landlords to provide receipt within 3 days of cash rental payments to eliminate foul claims on late rent and forced evictions. In New York, a bill passed now capping mobile home park rental increases from 3% unless the mobile home park owner can show justification under law why that increase is needed. Also in New York, if the mobile home park plans to rezone itself and change and build condos or build something else and kick out all the people, at least 2 years notice needs to be given of that eviction. And then here's a bill nationwide, 650, would improve consumer access to manufactured housing loans. The bill would also improve the definition of mortgage originator, enabling manufactured housing retailers to help consumers as long as they receive no compensation. And again, does this have any direct impact on us as day-to-day mobile home investors? Yes and no, but for the most part, not really. So those are a few changes around the country. There's a link below in the description that has a link to more changes when it comes to mobile home laws around the country. They don't really affect us that much as individual mobile home investors. Like I said before, it is sort of business as usual. The things that have changed, many years ago with regards to seller financing restrictions. And so as far as new changes are going, we do see things going where there's a bit more investors. We are paying sometimes more for homes, but we're selling them for more. There's no more new park owners, but they want to work with us. They haven't been investing in parks for years necessarily, and they don't want to invest in the homes. That scares them. So they'd rather work with people like us. When you can prove yourself and really plant your flag in a park, this is what you do. You're here to help. You're here to be the go-to person. Now is still a great time to purchase mobile homes, to become a mobile home investor or invest in parks, but the mobile home sector in general. I hope that helps and makes sense. Again, any questions or concerns, you can reach out to me at support@mobilehomeinvesting.net or go to mobilehomeinvesting.net. I'll talk to you soon.